Hey there viewers, this is Gokar Spartan. I'm just making another update video. I would like to thank all of my viewers that come to this channel, that engage with my content, that like, that comment. It means a lot to me. I've just reached 800 subscribers. I would like to thank everybody here. I would like to reach the 1,000 mark, hopefully, probably by August. But for the most part, I'm still working on my Flawless Military project. It's several projects all going on to one coherent universe. It's Flawless Military, then there's Pirate Raid, Dual Ranger, Star Force, Galactic Crashouts is its own thing. So recently, I guess I'm making this video to more or less just explain the universe that I'm building, because I'm pretty sure that there's probably a lot of people confused, because I get a lot of people coming to the videos that probably see 1 or 2 episodes and they're probably wondering, oh, why Game of Thrones characters have Power Ranger powers, or oh, why is this happening, or just and things in general, because I know it's a lot, and my story more or less it has an order to it, but I tend to create things out of order and then place them later. So more or less, what I have right now up is the definitive order. I'm more than likely just more or less working on from this point forward. So far, like the storyline where we got right now is the Galactic Crashouts just got paid by the Harbingers of Doom. Like I said before, the Galactic Crashouts and the Harbingers of Doom, they are 2 completely different factions. Those 2 are 2 completely different factions. The Galactic Crashouts are mercenaries, bounty hunters. They're sent to, they are the ones sent to do jobs. Just like in Power Rangers, they had monsters that of the day that they sent to do jobs. These monsters are successful at doing their job. They're not like the blundering monsters of the day that are going to fail every single time. No, they're overwhelmingly powerful, they're smart, and they fight dirty. So they've already laid waste to several teams. I try to save a couple of Rangers from each team. I don't want to get rid of the whole team entirely. But for the most part, the teams that have been destroyed have been Aquatar, Dino Charge, Cosmic Fury, Mega Force, Ninja Steel, Beast Morphers, Space, Overdrive. And I believe that's it so far. I ain't gonna hold you. It was hard for me. To make the Space Ranger, because I love the Space Rangers, but I love the Cycles a great big deal more. So I had to. It just didn't make no sense for me to make the episodes where the Cycles don't get the victory. If they're coming back from the dead and they want their lick back, and they understand their failures or where they messed up before, they will have no reason to fail a second time. And these other villains, there's villains that they're familiar with, like Darkonda, Vexicus. We're familiar with these villains. We've seen them in Power Rangers before. But most of the Galactic Crashouts consist of either Q Ranger or Kamen Rider 4's villains. I tend to use that villain pool because I love the designs of those villains. Like, I love them. Like Ikage, he's literally a Grim Reaper squid skeleton pirate. That's fucking metal as fuck. Excuse my language. Try my best. But yeah. But that's metal. Like, I love Madoko's design. It was a crime shame that they didn't put her in Cosmic Fury. But the Zodiarcs from Kamen Rider 4's, that whole catalog, even the intermediate monsters, even the ones that aren't the main 12, chef's kiss. Them are some of the best villains designs I've ever seen in history. And I really wanted to make a group of villains that were successful at their job. I wanted to actually see Rangers be defeated and lose for once, because every story ended with them either winning, and the way Cosmic Fury ended left a really bad taste in my mouth. Cosmic Fury just left a really bad taste in my mouth in general, because of one reason and one character only, Inkworth. I hated what they did to my boy Ikage, bro. Like, I honestly did. I really hated what they did to him. I just, like, you know, as for Cosmic Fury itself, it wasn't that bad. The Rangers, if you look at it, if you watch, like I said before in the previous video, if you watch Power Rangers solely for only the Power Rangers, and you only care about them winning and their story, then you might have had a good time watching Cosmic Fury. But if you're like me, where you watch Power Rangers for the villains, where you care about their lore and why they do what they do and how they do what they do, you'll have a very bad time. There was some great concepts in Cosmic Fury. Like, one of the things I liked, but I didn't like before, but it grew on me a little bit, was Bajillionaire. She's literally a millionaire that's trying to take over the whole galaxy. She profits from war, and she wants to create she wants to do a reverse Z-Wave that's going to eradicate all goodness. That in itself is good. It's a good story if you really want to think about it. I just didn't like the way it was executed. I just didn't like the fact that Lord Zed had to give up his power, when in Power Rangers we're used to gigantic climactic battles. I understand y'all wanted to take a lesson, but I'm tired of lessons. I'm tired of learning shit. I just want to see shit get blown up. I want to see things die and get destroyed. I do want to see a story. I do want to see the Rangers win. I do want to see things happen of that nature. But I'm tired of all the kid stuff. So when I make my Power Ranger content, I take off all the kid gloves entirely off. I don't my universe is, like I said in the previous video, I don't make content for children. I only make them for adults. Now, the storyline is a little bit weird because now the Power Rangers are in a position where they kind of need the flawless military, and they were kind of beefing with the flawless military because they hacked the morphing grid. But there's reasons too why the flawless military hacked the morphing grid, in which I will elaborate in a future video. But for the most part, they will be teaming up with members of the flawless military to take on the Galactic Crashouts and the Harbingers of Doom. Right now, the most active member is Astronomer, due to the fact that she's just jealous of Rogexiel as a whole, because Astronomer came so close to ruling the galaxy, and to have another woman, a woman that people worship, take her place, Astronomer, that doesn't leave a good tongue in Astronomer. That doesn't leave a good taste in Astronomer's mouth at all. She's not happy about that. She's not. Most of the villains aren't happy about it, but most of the villains are afraid of the flawless military, so they don't challenge them directly. But some of them don't give a fuck. Ikage don't give a fuck. The Crashouts don't give a fuck. But like some of the Harbingers of Doom are a little bit more cautious. But Astronomer may as well be a Galactic Crashout her damn self, because the way I got her targeting these Ranger teams, the fact that it was her idea to use the Galactic Crashouts in the first place. Like I said, there's going to be very future episodes. Right now, I got something planned with Westeros. She just brought back the Night King. I just dropped the episode. You can check that out. I'm currently working on that episode. It's going to be pretty much a big war scene. Various regions, different places in Westeros are going to be getting attacked. Winterfell, King's Landing. There's two variants of King's Landing. It's separated through a time portal. There's a past version and a future version, because I like the House of Dragon characters as well, and all of the historical characters from Game of Thrones. So the world exists, but you could kind of get to the other places through time portals. So you're going to see House of Dragons, you're going to see Rhaenyra, Alicent, Aegon, maybe Daemon. I haven't done anything with Daemon. I mean, I put him in the Met Gala scene in the first episode, but aside from that, I haven't done anything with Daemon yet, or Rhaenyra for that matter. But as far as like the Greens, Otto is a part of the flawless military. He sits on their council. I haven't had him having lines yet, but he was in the scene where they was discussing the Star Force Rangers. Alicent, Helena, they are in King's Landing. Like in the Crashouts video, Astronomer does go kidnap both of them, and so I have something planned for Alicent and Helena and everything moving forward. As far as the Night King, the reason why I brought the Night King back in the first place is because I felt like he was done dirty. Like, I'm pretty sure nobody really enjoyed the long night scene, and I wanted to do it a little bit, not to say better, but I wanted to do my own variant of it, where there's more characters alive to fight the Night King. Because at the end of Game of Thrones, everybody died because, they all had to deal with all the political and all the war stuff that was happening, all the backstabbing, and that left us with a very trimmed roster of characters. Like, none of the Baratheons were alive, Littlefinger and Varys were dead. Well, no, Varys was still alive by that point. He died afterwards. But the point I'm trying to make is there was a lot of characters that didn't get to participate in the long night, and I just want to end it differently. Like, I can do this entirely differently. Like, the night, I don't necessarily even have to kill off the Night King right away, or I could kill him off, or there's so many ways I can go about it, and I'm still like, I would like to say, like, I'm one of those people that write as they go along. More or less, I have the vision already in my head. I know the story that I want to tell, and I proceed as forward. Like, I do plan things out, but I don't necessarily write everything out per se, but I more or less plan everything out in my head. Like, I have, when it comes to fiction, it's weird. I have, I could think at rapid speeds when it comes to this and just come up with storylines and stuff like that. So, for the most part, I'm just going to continue to make more. I'm going to continue on the Flawless Military Galactic Crashout storyline that's going on right now. And I'm probably going to branch off into other storylines as I continue. But for the most part, this project's going to probably be going on for a while. I don't know necessarily when I want to end this project, because like I said, it's a whole roster of characters. It's every villain in Power Rangers that's ever existed, and villains that's never existed in Power Rangers too. Not to mention all the other displaced, because Rogexiel is being kept busy by Astronomer right now. Astronomer's using her magic to control various other fighters to try to get one of them to eliminate her, but more or less just to keep her pacified, because having Rogexiel around, she's basically, I'm gonna be honest, she's kind of has a lot of, I don't want to say Mary Sue in a way, but kind of, whereas she's so powerful that having her around just completely alters the story. So she's still there, but I want to make things more challenging for her as well, because I don't want her to just be an overpowered Mary Sue either. I do have storylines with her that doesn't have to do with her power and stuff like that, and for the most part, I want to make things a little bit more balanced, because the Flawless Military is overpowered, but the villains need to be able to fight back at least a little bit, and the Power Rangers need to stand. Everybody needs to be able to have some type of equal playing field, because So the balance of power is going to shift a little bit in this story as I continue it. But this video is getting rather long. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to end it here. If you like any of my content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for everything, and everybody stay safe and stay blessed.